we at, blood? What's happening, blood? Okay, let me...
Poppy's tonight.
Okay, bam. Ooh, out of nowhere. You cannot make this shit up, bro. That shit go crazy, huh?
What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Poe Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Poe Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on Picasso700. In this video we will take a look at his early years growing up in Indianapolis before moving to California. Then we will speak about his entry into the gang lifestyle and the different jail bids he would do, where he would discover his gift of drawing and tattooing. After that, we will highlight his release from prison, where he will become a professional tattoo artist and start hanging out with celebrities, before taking a major fall when the feds came in and charged him with being the leader of a meth and cocaine distribution ring. Picasso700, real name Kenyatta Ray, is from Indianapolis, Indiana. Growing up in the Midwest with his mother and the rest of his family was cool, but Picasso used to love to go see his father in Inglewood, California every summer. He would stay with his dad in Inglewood for the hot summer months, then return to Indianapolis when school was set to start. Picasso loved the LA weather and gangbanging lifestyle so much that one summer while still in his teens, he decided to join a gang and move to California for good. Allegedly, he'll become a member of the Inglewood NHPs, aka the Neighborhood Pyrus. His gang name would be CK Wack Deuce, and he would dive headfirst into living the gangster lifestyle. From there, arrests in Cali and Indianapolis would follow, with jail time not too far behind. Eventually, Picasso700 would earn himself a 10-year sentence in the California prison system. While in prison, Picasso would start to draw portraits for people as a way to earn some extra money while doing his time. But it wasn't until he was in the SHU at Pelican Bay that a homie of his would convince him to actually tattoo the portrait he drew for him. So really, that's where CK Wack Deuce transformed into Picasso700, and from there the early seeds of Captivity Inc. were planted. For the remainder of his sentence, Picasso would continue to work on his craft, as being a professional tattoo artist was something he wanted to pursue once released from prison. And in 2017, around the age of 40 years old, the gates will finally open for Picasso, as he will be released back into society as a free man. From there, the roller coaster ride will begin. As you could tell, Picasso was trying to get back some of the time he missed. He would be doing a little bit of everything, like hanging in the set with the homies, to going to school at one point. Then in July 2017, just a few months after being released from Pelican Bay, Picasso would do an interview with Alex Alonso on StreetGangs.com. In the interview, Picasso would talk about his life journey, prison experiences, and plans for the future. Picasso was moving 100 miles a minute. He worked out religiously to stay in good shape, which would be necessary if he was going to have the energy to accomplish everything he wanted to do. Eventually, Picasso would start traveling back and forth from California to Indianapolis, as he had family in both spots. Over time, he would start spending more and more time in Indianapolis and would start to work out of Animation Art Studio while in the city. It was at this professional tattoo shop that Picasso was able to master his skills some more, as all the new available needles and colors weren't an option in jail. Picasso700 was starting to look like he was becoming successful. New jewelry and designer clothes were bought. Anytime he was back in LA, he would be partying with celebrities or hanging out with rappers as part of their entourage.
What are you doing, blood?
That's chocolate.
What? Oh damn, you tripping on that little shit, blood? You don't even be who right here, blood. You tripping on that little ass shit, blood, blood.
Little dollar.
Huh, little ass dollar, blood. Mystery ass nigga, blood. Yeah, niggas ain't shopping at Beverly 11 and shit, blood.
He was once again a familiar face in the set, politicking and hanging with the homies, or chilling with one of his female friends. In February 2019, Picasso700 would get off parole and was now free to come and go as he pleased without having to check in with anyone. But unfortunately for him, that would be the same month federal agents began investigating an Indianapolis-based methamphetamine and cocaine distribution organization. Throughout the investigation, it was determined that a part-time tattoo artist named Kenyatta Ray, aka Picasso, was the leader. John Michael Griffin and others transported the methamphetamine and other illegal drugs to Indianapolis to be distributed, and Amanda Rodriguez as well as Picasso were the ones who delivered the illegal drugs to the customers. Picasso will be contacted, usually by phone, and a certain amount of methamphetamine and or other illegal drugs were requested. Then Picasso and or Rodriguez will meet the buyer at a predetermined location and deliver the illegal drugs to the buyer. On several occasions, the buyer will be an undercover federal agent. In July 2019, federal agents conducted search warrants at the residence where Picasso was staying, the tattoo shop where he worked at part-time, and at Rodriguez's residence in Indianapolis. During those searches, multiple firearms belonging to Picasso were discovered, as well as illegal drugs and other items associated with drug trafficking. The investigation also confirmed that Picasso was laundering illegal drug proceeds by having them wired to his California-based source of drug supply. He would eventually plead guilty to conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and conspiracy to launder monetary instruments, and was sentenced to 278 months in federal prison in April of 2021. And with that, Picasso700's dream of taking Captivity Inc. to the next level and creating generational wealth for himself and those around him has failed, at least for the moment. But he's still in good spirits as he begins to walk down his 23-year sentence and can be found on Instagram, where he's still pretty active. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. There's a quick profile piece on Picasso700, aka CK Wack Deuce, real name Kenyatta Ray, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, out of Inglewood, California. You know what I'm saying? A member of the neighborhood Power Rules. Now, I got in tune with Picasso through Instagram when he was first coming home in 2017. Now, he was on his way out. Like I said, he'd been active on IG since then, still is right now. You can go follow him on IG if you want. And you know, he was just interesting. So he studied to do. He used to always work out. You know what I'm saying? Partying, been in the loop, had some joints around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was moving, living the lifestyle. Tattoo artist, very talented tattoo artist. Go check his work out. I put some of his work in the video. You could check it out. Very talented when it comes to the tattoo game, that's for sure. And you know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. It looked like, you know, he did that 10 years or however long he did in jail. He did a bunch of time before that, bunch of arrests, they said. And it like when he came home, he was just trying to get right back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just jumped right back into the game. It looked like he was trying to, you know, catch up for all the years that he missed out on, get back into the loop, get back into the circle where he felt he needed to be. You know what I'm saying? That he felt he probably would have been in had he not gone to jail for all those years. So that's what he was doing. But unfortunately, I guess being the tattoo artist, it was taking a little longer to really get, you know, generating some income that take him to the next level. I guess he jumped back into the streets a bit. And judging by his guilty plea, I guess, you know, what they were saying was somewhat true. And now I don't know if what they caught him with was so crazy that it called for the 23-year sentence, or, you know, in the feds, sometimes he had a bunch of arrests before that, just came off a 10-year bit. Maybe his points was that high to where he got 20-something years. Because, you know, 23 years at 40-something years old, you know, that's pretty much, you know, close to a life sentence when you think about it, man. So hopefully he gets to give some of that time back. Hopefully he stays focused and, you know, continue to hone his craft, his skills, his gift that he was blessed with, and maybe one day can get back out and, you know, pursue his dream again with the whole Captivity Inc. thing, man. So, like I said, man, I don't want to ramble too long on this. That's profile piece on Kenyatta Ray. Real name, that's his real name. Street name, CK Wack Deuce. And his internet claim to fame, Picasso700, man. So, this is What's the Numbers TV. It's your boy Poe Rowe. You know, we come up with these profile pieces back to back. You probably never even seen this one on the internet before. So, you know, we got the exclusive What's the Numbers TV. Put this in the What's the Numbers TV exclusive box. If you appreciate the content, want to show some support, $ What's the Numbers. That's the Cash App. Go follow the Instagram at What's the Numbers TV. Go follow my partner for the channel, Batty Bills, on Instagram. If you got any business, you need some promo, What's the Numbers TV at yahoo.com. And with that being said, man, we out of here. Go subscribe. We on our way to 79,000. Trying to get to 100K. It's Poe Rowe, What's the Numbers TV. We out of here. Peace.